Rating villains on aura. That is the name of the game today. We are going to be rating classic movie and TV show villains based on how much aura they have. But before we get to that, we have to answer the question, what is aura? How do you define aura? Well,
good question.
Aura is hard to encapsulate, but you know it when you see it, okay? And you'll understand as we go through this list. If you're not sure really what aura means, don't worry. By the end of this list, you definitely will know. And I got this fantastic new stick so I can point to every inch of the projector. This is fantastic. Now let's get going with the first one, which is the Enderman. And the Enderman gets a 7 out of 10. He is so menacing looking when he's just like standing there. I mean, look at that guy. He's not trying to act scary. He just is looking scary. However, when he grabs the block, I mean, look at this. When he grabs the block, he looks kind of derpy. You can't say this is significantly less scary than when he's just standing there with his glowing eyes. And so for that reason, I can't really give him more than a 7 out of 10. But 7 out of 10, that's a good baseline. This is our baseline for a character with aura. He's really cool, he's pretty dangerous, but this just looks weird. I'm sorry, it's hard to be scared of that. But Enderman gets a 7 out of 10. Good job for you, Enderman. That's a respectable score. Unlike our next participant who, I know this might get a little bit of flack, this might be a little bit controversial, but I'm putting Thanos at a 5 out of 10. And I know Thanos has some fanboys who are gonna be like, oh, Thanos is so cool. Shut up. Thanos tries way too hard. Like, you do not need to be doing this. Like, he is constantly trying to look cooler than he is. This is a very dark picture, but you can see, like, he's turned his back and he's putting his helmet onto his sword. You don't need to be doing all that. Like, you do not need to be trying this hard to look cool. Like, that is straight up just like he quote farms so hard. If you are a villain, you get one good monologue, maybe two. This guy, every scene he's in, he's trying to just drop really good quotes. He's like a philosopher wannabe, and I don't like it. He tries too hard to be intimidating and to look cool. You can't fake aura. So he's a 5 out of 10. You can fight me about this in the comment section. Unless you agree with me, in which case, cool. Also tell me you agree with me in the comment section. Our next fella, however, is a good example of how you don't always have to be like a stoic philosopher, I'm doing what's right, to be like a cool dude. This guy is eccentric, but he does it well, and that is Scar. Scar is an 8 out of 10, and unlike my man Thanos, he doesn't fake, all right? My guy is Scar. He knows he's not like the quiet, mysterious type. He's an eccentric guy, so he owns it. So look at this. He sings a whole song about how he's gonna kill his brother. Freaking Thanos is over here like, oh, it's for the greater good, or like don't worry, I'm gonna kill you, but I'm gonna be sad about it. Now, Scar sings a whole song about how much he wants to kill his brother. Look at this face right here. This face is the most like rage bait type face I've ever seen in my life. Like, seriously, it's great. That is my boy Scar. He does it for the love of the game, and he has aura. Moving on, we have Lord Voldemort, who is he is a 0 out of 10. I mean, look at this face. This is not scary at all. And he also, my golden rule, here's my golden rule. If you lost a battle already, you can't have aura. I'm sorry. I hate it when they do this. When they do like, oh, the villain was defeated like 100 years ago and now they're coming back. They've already been defeated. What's there to be scared of? This guy died because of a mother's love. This guy got killed by a mother's love, and I'm supposed to take him seriously for 8 movies. He died to the main character when the main character was a baby. And now that the main character is 18, I'm supposed to be scared? Like, that makes no sense. He holds his wand like he has arthritis. Look at this guy. He's just not scary. This design could have been way scarier. I don't know. He's a 0 out of 10. Absolutely no aura. He could not take over a single school. That's how much this guy does not have aura. But our next guy is a little bit better. Vecna from Stranger Things. He also has the problem that he already lost to 11 when she was like 8 years old. Like, at the beginning of the series, he's already been defeated by 11 once. So you can't really rank him any higher than a 6 out of 10. However, he does get a 6 out of 10 because it's pretty intimidating with the clocks. Now, the clock was a nice effect, all right? That was a good idea by Vecna. It makes him a lot more spookier when you have like the clocks and the spider. That is some good aura, I do gotta say, but like, I don't know, there's just something missing. I think it's clothes. I think, you know, if he had like a red suit, like a red cape and like a red robe, look, he'd be much scarier. I think all the cool people who have aura typically like have a really cool outfit on, all right? Like I feel like a lot of people have aura, like they have like a cape or they have like robes. If I can see your gut, like that's not intimidating. How am I supposed to be intimidated by this? I can see his flabs, like ew, like I don't wanna see that. Like I can see his feet. Cover up your feet before you try to farm for some aura. And not to mention he also lost. Next up, I forgot I put this guy in. August Walker, AKA Henry Cavill from Mission Impossible Fallout. What a tremendous villain. I mean, just first of all, I mean, if you haven't seen the movie, I don't know if this is really a spoiler alert because it happens in like the first 45 minutes you find out he's a villain. I guess light spoiler, but if you haven't seen Mission Impossible Fallout, I would still go watch it, very good. Unlike my guy Thanos, who's constantly trying to get the best picture possible, he does not try to get the best picture possible. He just does. Like, look at this. This picture is awesome. Not to mention reloading his fists in the middle of a fight. Even though, boom, boom. That is an insane aura moment. I mean, come on. We're gonna stop here and appreciate it for a second. Anyways, next up. Sauron. Okay. Sauron, I hate to do it. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. Those of you who watch the channel for long enough know that I love Lord of the Rings. And he's such a cool character. Look at this design. However, there's something I can't get past. And that is that if your ring is on your hand, this is the most powerful, if you've never seen Lord of the Rings, this is the powerful ring that can essentially just makes him OP, okay? Why would you reach out to grab somebody with the hand that has the ring? I'm just saying he could have won Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is one of the easiest fictional worlds for the villain to win, and he lost. If I was Sauron, I would have won Lord of the Rings, is all I'm saying. I would not have lost. Like, it's so dumb.
It's so dumb, it's brilliant.
No! It's just dumb.
He's an idiot, which is sad because he looks so cool, but he's just so incompetent. Like, I mean, seriously, if this, imagine you have a gun, right? And instead of pointing the gun to the person that you want to kill, instead you take the fully loaded gun and you try to bash them in the skull with the hilt of the gun. So then they just grab the gun by the hilt and shoot you. That is essentially what happens at the beginning of Lord of the Rings. Okay, like I'm like, how do you why would you reach out with the hand that has the ring of power? Moving on to Emperor Palpatine. And Emperor Palpatine is an interesting figure because he doesn't have aura in the traditional sense. He does not have kind of this intimidating aura that the other characters like Darth Vader, who's on this list, who you'll see later. Darth Vader has intimidating aura. Scar has this big theatrical aura where he's like a big personality, really cool to look at. Emperor Palpatine kind of has this just like, I'm winning aura, like this silent kind of like I'm winning kind of vibe to him. Like, I don't know, it's like a cockiness or like something. It translates into aura though. You know, you can't really encapsulate the feeling. He does lose a one-on-one fight to Mace Windu, which, okay, you can say he meant to lose that fight on purpose. I don't believe that. I think he straight up lost the fight and he electrocutes himself not once, not twice, but 3 different times. Now, to be fair, the first time he electrocutes himself, again, it's kind of so that Anakin steps in and kills Mace Windu, but the other 2 times were just dumb. This guy freaking loves electrocuting himself, and that is a huge aura loss, so I can't put him above a 6 out of 10, but he is at a 6 out of 10 simply because of this face. I mean, that picture, that's the most just like, I'm defeating you picture I've ever seen in my life. Like, that face is incredible. So that's why he's up at 6 out of 10, just simply for the fact that this picture exists. I love it. Andy from The Office. Now, he might not really be a villain, but I'm still giving him a 0 out of 10 because this guy got no aura. But you know who does have aura from The Office? Dwight. I mean, come on. Oh, Dwight isn't a villain. He kind of is. Until like the 7th season, I would call Dwight a villain character. At least as far as a sitcom villain character can go. I mean, obviously he can't just like murder any of the main characters because it's a sitcom. But like, imagine being co-workers. I don't know why that word took me so long to think of. Imagine being co-workers with Dwight from season 3. Like, I would literally quit. I mean, he would be the worst person to work with. And yeah, he gets better throughout the show. By the end of the series, you love Dwight. He's still kind of a villain role throughout the whole thing. I agree, after season 7, really after season 5, he's not really a villain anymore. He's just kind of another character from The Office who you're rooting for. But I digress. He still gets 10 out of 10 in aura because he's just so awesome. And we move on to Maleficent. I don't know what made them think of the purple and green, but it works, dude. The purple and green vibe for characters, for villains, is like an instant success, okay? If you want your character to have aura, if you want like your villain character to have some aura, the purple, black, and green color scheme works phenomenally well. It, like, I don't know what is it about her, but it just oozes like the green flames. If this was just regular flames, I don't think she'd have as much aura, but the green flames, dude, it's just cool. I can't put her above an 8 out of 10 just because she's weak to iron, which is such a stupid weakness to have. Like, it's literally like making a sword have more of an impact on her. Like, it's literally her weakness is just weapons, but they're even more effective because her weakness is iron. If you've never seen Maleficent, she can't touch iron. Like, that's what she's weak to. She is weak to iron. So if you just get like a sword, I don't know, you stand a pretty good chance of defeating her. That's kind of lame. Maybe I should pump this down to a 6 out of 10, honestly, just because of the iron weakness. But she looks really cool. The iron just holds her back, all right? Next up, we have the Joker, who I don't really think is rankable because he does not have aura. He doesn't. I'm sorry, he doesn't. But this is a good example of how not having aura can be a good thing. It works for him. I don't know how to explain it. Unlike Thanos, man, I'm just ragging on Thanos the whole time. I don't know why I'm ragging on Thanos so much. I love Thanos. He's a great character. But the Joker doesn't really have aura. He kind of does in a sense, right? But he's so crazy. He's out there. It's kind of like the Scar, kind of like really like enthusiastic kind of aura. The unpredictableness. I don't know. It's unscorable, but that's the most Joker way to have your aura ranked, is just to be undoable. Like, I don't know what you rate him. He doesn't have aura, but it works for him. That's what we're going with this, okay? Unlike our next person who does have aura. Oh wait, never mind. Mother Gothel, just a little bit of aura, okay? Our next person after her has a lot of aura. Just a little tease, little hint at the future. Mother Gothel gets a 5 out of 10 because she has kind of like a mysterious vibe. She has like a mysterious energy, but the problem is that she spends most of the movie just like paranoid and like really jittery and really scared. Like, you know, I think to have aura, you have to be calm when like things don't go to plan. You have to pretend this is all part of the plan. She is so jittery throughout the movie. She's like, you know, she's not this mysterious calm figure once you get like halfway through. Then you realize that she's just trying to track them down. Here's what it is. When she goes to try and find Flynn Rider and Rapunzel, it doesn't feel like Flynn and Rapunzel are being hunted down. It just feels like she's looking for them. There's a difference between a villain looking for the main characters and the villain hunting down the main characters. And she just doesn't give off the vibes that she's hunting down the main characters. I still love this character, don't get me wrong. And it's also a great example of how you can have a great villain who doesn't have a whole lot of aura. There's no need for her to be this mysterious figure, because almost the more you know about her, the better the villain she is. It's actually kind of like, as she loses the aura, she kind of becomes a better villain, right? But it just doesn't translate for this list. I'm sorry, Mother Gothel. I have to rate you as a 5 out of 10. Maybe when the live action Tangled comes out, she'll get a little bit of a boost. I doubt it, but we'll have to see. And our next person up is Zeus from Real Steel. This guy had one of the coolest introductions of all time. I mean, just look at this. Look at this pose. This is amazing. The only reason he's not a 10 out of 10 is because this screenshot exists. And you can't be doing this. You can't be hitting this pose like you just got mollywopped. I get it. It's a boxing match. He's going to get hit. It's inevitable. But I'm sorry, this pick, it does not help you at all, Zeus. But you still are a 9 out of 10. Really cool robot. He was an awesome final boss for Adam to face off against. And he's one of the few villains, I don't know if this is a spoiler, he's one of the few villains that doesn't lose. Like, that's how much aura he has. And moving on, we have Darth Vader, 10 out of 10. I mean, come on. This guy is the second highest rated aura machine on this list. Just a little sneak peek at who the next one is. Little teaser for you. He flies down on a TIE fighter. For no reason. He could have been inside of this TIE fighter. There's no reason he had to stand on top of it, besides the fact that it looked cool. I mean, look at this guy. He has really loud, menacing breathing for no other reason than the fact that it looks really cool. I mean, the more I look at these, it's 10 out. It's Darth Vader. You know Darth Vader was gonna be a 10 out of 10 when you clicked on this video. He definitely has 10 out of 10 aura. Now you might be thinking to yourself, Josh, you said he was the second highest rated person on this list. How can a 10 out of 10 be the second highest rating? Well, it's because number one is an 11 out of 10, and that is Bill Cipher. He breaks the chart. I don't know what it is about this pose, but I love it. I just don't know what it is about this pose, but it just has so much aura oozing from it. This banner goes incredibly high. I remember where I was when the camera panned to this banner for the first time. They're in the Northwest Manor and they're like talking about the end of the world, and then this pops up, and dude, freaking like 10-year-old me was going nuts, all right? I was so scared in that moment. But Bill Cipher, amazing character. A fantastic representation of how you can be eccentric and mysterious and aloof. Like he can be the silent and deadly type, or he can be like the charismatic, eccentric, big aura as well. He has both. He has everything. He's the complete package in a villain. It's everything you could ever want. So this is my list. He was the last one. Let me know what you think of my ratings, unless you disagree with them, in which case, keep it to yourself. I don't want to hear it. But if you agree with me, I would love to hear it. Make sure you guys subscribe. If you want to see more presentations, then check out the Blissful Studios channel as well. Me and my friends, we operate that channel and we do a lot of fun presentations. More stuff like this that I'm sure you would love to check out. But I will see you guys next time.